Hello, everybody. Welcome to the launch party for Fatebound. We
Hello.
have Scott and Daisha here today. Dell is MIA because they're working hard. We are so excited to be here with you today. And I think we're going to do Q&A, answer any questions. Oh, we're having an echo again. If you could stay muted, I guess that would help us out with that. We're going to send Scott a headset. Eventually.
I think Scott's going to order one today.
Great. Cool. So, today, in how many minutes? So few minutes. 18 minutes, 26 seconds. Fatebound launches. We're super excited. Do we have any questions about our game? Or I can start asking questions to the chat. It's still echoing? Like from me? I don't know why my microphone is possessed. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, what about this? Perhaps this? Let's try this one. I think this will work. Cool. Wonderful. Apologies. I just wanted to make sure everyone heard my voice several times.
See, that was you, not me. See
It
that?
was. Deflect. Blame. Thank you all for letting us know. Oh yes, Scott is here in the flesh, in the virtual flesh. We have dragged him onto a stream, finally, against his will.
It is kind of odd, but I am here.
It's the mom mentality. Don't make me repeat myself. Yes, absolutely. So, would anyone like to, let's see, tell us about what kind of magic you would like to play in Fatebound? We have so many different kinds of magic. I am reaching for my list. We have hexes, we have brewing, we have charms, we have blasts and binds and scrying. I have been very unsuccessful at shape-shifting.
I'm sensing a theme here with the shapeshifting.
Listen, I just want to be a possum. It's totally normal and fine.
Except you can't do it.
I know. So, in your playtest, Scott, what would you say is the most common craft?
Oh, that's hard. So I think in terms of the most common crafts, in terms of what people use, is like summoning, enchant, and blast.
I have none of
Because
those on my character sheet. Interesting.
because those three, I mean, a lot of things just fall under those categories. But I mean, you could do stuff with almost anything. You just got to get creative.
Oh, yeah.
And then don't underestimate circles, like a white witch, a black witch, gray witch.
I have almost gotten to use my circle magic
Almost.
yesterday. Almost. I thought about it. I didn't want to erase evidence.
What's your circle magic?
Purify. White. A sucker
That you
for
do.
summoning. Necro here. Yeah, summoning is good.
Summoning is wildly useful because you just do so many different kinds of spells with that. Especially once you start tying it into your aspects.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's really interesting how the aspects flavor it so much, as well as the tarot flavoring it so much.
Mm. Well, the smart move is possible.
How is Fatebound different from a regular D&D game? How so? What about
Wow.
chaos characters? Scott, this is for you.
Oh, well, there can totally be chaos characters. We have our fair share in my playtest. I think you have your fair share in your playtest too.
Yes.
I guess how it differs is it just has a little bit more narrative influences, and of course, there's the no dice. So the tarot cards run all throughout Fatebound and allows the players a fair amount of narrative influence in scenes. So it definitely becomes more of a joint like storytelling process in that aspect. Um, and then of course there's just the setting differences, but from the mechanical differences, that would be where the biggest things we just from going from dice to tarot cards. Mechanically, you're playing 13 and 14-year-olds in a dark military school, which isn't very D&D-esque, although I guess you could try it, pull down.
Anything you can imagine is possible.
Oh yeah.
So I have a question from me, curiosity. What is your favorite Fatebound moment so far in your playtest? Like, narrate the scene of the funniest or best thing you think has happened.
It's kind of hard because there's been like a lot. I mean, I got to tell you, there really has been a lot. I have a really good group of playtesters, and there's just been a lot of crazy stuff. But I actually think my favorite scenes are the ones that are just kind of very mundane with the characters, the tension between some of these 13-year-olds and the pure 13-year-old drama that is going on between them about who's whose friend and who's not whose friend. And like one of our playtesters, Ronnie, actually made a sign barring one of the other characters from her room.
Nice.
Like they are not allowed. I mean, you could get kind of really silly and fun with the whole 13-year-old aspect of it, but then on the flip side of things, these are highly magical 13-year-olds that could do all kinds of crazy stuff, which just kind of just kicks off that drama into the absolute absurd when.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Plus you pair that with like the invincibility mentality of like a child, and they're like, sure, you could like cast a curse on me and see how it works. I'm fine with that.
Let's just find out.
Let's see if this works.
See, you mentioned
So,
like the role playing part with a 13-year-old mentality, and I think that is what led to my favorite scene
mm,
also in my playtest. There were
mm,
two characters. It's Ronnie, of course. Ronnie's character um,
mm,
is obsessed with aliens. They think that possibly aliens and Fae are the same and they're Fae blooded. But the other character, a demonic blooded named Honora, has a glamour spell where
mm,
they would become the creature, the person, theoretically the person, who's most
mm,
attractive to the person that they're casting it on. And they cast it
mm,
on Clovis, on Ronnie's character, and they turned into this like
mm.
nebulous cloud creature in front of the whole class, and Clovis ran off to the bathroom embarrassed. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that's just I kind of just love the role play aspects of it, especially when you pair that age group with how dark this school is.
Yeah,
It leads to some pretty wild things.
because they're still trying to be 13-year-olds, but it's also very serious. Life or
Oh yeah,
death.
you have that whole, hey, let's meet on Saturday in your dorm room and we could watch some movies and eat some candy and figure out how to take this other student down. Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of
Conspiracies of candy.
a
Okay, we have
lot.
two questions. To what degree do you use the tarot? Are we talking the main tarot or the full tarot? So you use a full standard deck of
Yeah,
78 for play.
yeah, and you use the entire tarot deck, and in Fatebound, the tarot deck is integrated into every chart, everything. But even like actions, instead of rolling dice, you're drawing cards and determining successes. But on top of the successes, the tarot deck also adds narrative flavor to the game as you draw major arcana. And what major arcana you draw is going to wildly be different than another major arcana. Like if you draw the world to strength or, to the devil, each one of those is going to have a completely different effect on whatever is going on. Whether it's an action or you're in a spell failure table or you're in wild magic table. I mean, yeah, the tarot deck is completely integrated throughout the entire system, and it is all 78 cards
Yeah,
of a standard
that's
deck.
our second question. Does the game include a primer for older players to re embrace the mindsets of youth that can be tricky to convey sometimes?
Well, there are like samples of play, and I tend to also put in there in my games like improvisational tools, but you'd be surprised how quick people could just trust me, your inner 13-year-old is just sitting there waiting to get out. It's
Yeah, I
just,
found that very true.
yeah, like one of our players was like, I don't know about playing a kid. I don't know if I want to play a kid. And now they are the most 13-year-old in my playtest. They are just 13-year-old personified. So
Yes.
I don't think it's really as I don't think you have to draw as much as you think. I mean, I'm kind of up there in years, and I have no problem slipping into that because it's role play. I mean, think about it from this perspective. I mean, if in like a D&D setting or even in any fantasy medieval setting, you're playing like an elf or a dwarf. Like, how do you slip into that mindset? It's a different species. That's the fun of role play.
Yeah, I found it surprisingly easy also. I thought it was going to be more difficult for me because I'm very
Mhm.
logical and I think things through very thoroughly. And I just had to keep repeating to myself, you're 13, you're spontaneous, you're not going to think about it too hard, you're going to go
Yeah.
for it and figure out the consequences later. And that's
And
been the funnest part.
yeah. No, I think that's one of the funnest parts of the game. But the other thing we all need to remember is we've all met them. We all know them. Those 13-year-olds that are 13 going on 35, they
Mm-hmm.
are out there.
Absolutely,
And they
yeah.
have their own little fun stuff going on.
Azig says, I cannot wait to play this game. We cannot wait for you to play this game. We will love to hear the stories of the magical mischief that all of our
Mhm.
players get into.
Yeah, and we love to hear feedback. I encourage everybody with all our games to get on our Discord and, ask questions if you have questions, or just dive into the community and, maybe even wind up in one of our live stream games because we have to source players.
Absolutely. I'm going to um, link the Fatebound page because I never did that in the chat. Of course, I'm
Mhm.
assuming everyone here has that or pre-saved it, but this link will take you directly to it in how many
Mhm.
minutes? 6 minutes and
Seven.
4 seconds. Amazing. Okay, let's go here. Feet found link for everyone, and we will pin it to the top. Awesome. No, I don't want you to unpin it ever. This is mine. I put it there. Thank you. Twitch is bossy sometimes. Okay, Azig, you want to play. You said you would do enchant, hex, and scry. What kind of magic circle type do you think you would be? We have black, white, and gray. And I think it's probably kind of easy to infer what those are. But Scott, you want to explain?
Well, I think they mentioned earlier necromancy, and that is definitively black magic. It's just the flavor of magic within witchcraft. So,
Yeah.
like in black magic, you have necromancy, you have hellfire, you have things along those lines. And in white magic, you have things like shield and purify and kind of spells that would be considered on the as white magic. And gray magic means that you cast spells that are mostly focused around balance between white and black. And the thing to keep in mind is, although you might have necromancy or you might have hellfire. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That's just the type of magic that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have white magic and not be the nicest person in the world, which we happen to have in one of our playtests.
Nice. Love it. Oh,
So
Dell is haunting the chant. Hello, Dell.
they
I
snuck in.
the character that I'm playing in our playtest, our live, is I think possibly too good for this world, and I if this was a long-term game, I don't think she would survive. And I knew that when I built her. I was like, I don't think this is a survivable character, but I think that this is real. This is there would be people who enter this school that are not cut out for it.
And there's a lot. There's a lot. So, that's part of what makes the school so competitive is that you start off in first years with like 99 students, and by the time you graduate, there's like somewhere in the teens, 5 years later. So it's highly, highly competitive, and it kind of what puts the characters at the other kids' throats, so to speak, because you want to shine through. But there are nice kids in this school. There's also some not nice kids in this school. So, like
Yeah,
in real life.
absolutely. I think the mean girl NPC is one of my favorites for us. Have you had any character deaths in your playtests?
Oh, yep. Yeah, no, we
Nice.
had character deaths. We had one character death. Um, because again, there's also you're training in a military school, so witches do fight each other in duels, and there are the trials, which could be pretty intense. And there are other students there who are not so nice that, are up to no good, and if you stumble upon them, you could so we had a character who died while investigating a stolen artifact. And they didn't want to endanger the other characters, and
Yeah.
they did not make it out of that encounter.
I think that I possibly would have gotten taken out last night had the other character's spell not worked because my character's first instinct would have been to like fist fight the shadow creature, and that probably wouldn't have worked well.
Not a good idea, no. No. So,
Oh, we have
yeah,
two
but
votes for Gray. Absolutely Gray. I am morally ambivalent. The reason I couldn't be a canon Jedi. Jedis are overrated. Overrated.
yeah. But again, yeah, no, gray magic is cool. So we have a gray circle with a witch in our playtest, and those balancing abilities are actually, if you're used creatively, pretty powerful.
A Gray, so I can shift out of conversations as needed. Yes, the social anxiety circle of magic, Gray magic. Bye. Either black or gray for global peace. Wonderful. I usually go for black, but I wanted to do something interesting. So I went with white purification. We have 51 seconds left until
Oh, wow.
launch.
And
Go
this
can
launches by itself, right?
I think it should
I do.
launch by itself. That is what the Backerkit page said. So
Let me go in here and make sure though, because I'm paranoid.
you can just hover
Paranoid,
in the place
paranoia,
just in case.
paranoia at its finest.
30 seconds. I'm so excited to bring this to you. I'm proud of the I didn't come up with the game, obviously, but I'm really proud of the stuff that we've put together as a team. And our cross collab, which we haven't mentioned yet, with Confluence. If you also back them at a PDF level or higher, you'll get an exclusive adventure that crosses both of our games together in a hybrid, super cool adventure. Oh, apologies. Look at us. It's ready.
Did it launch though?
Did it launch? I can click back it. I think it's there.
Can
Yay!
we have someone in thread make sure it's there?
Yeah, go tell us. Hello, Optimus Procrastinus. How are you today? That's a very relatable username. We have just launched our game Fatebound, and we are just very excited. It's live! Yay, so it did launch. We did it correctly. We haven't done a launch party before. Oh, hi, Hannah. Welcome to the launch.
Welcome to the launch.
Gotta spam some channels. I
Yeah,
should also check and make sure these things have happened for us on our page. Let's check social media. The wonderful depths of social media. There it is.
so you got everything posting out?
Yes. Our posts are up. Our project is running. So excited.
I need to send out. Did we post anything in the Discord?
I don't think there was an auto post. So if you want to drop that would be great. Super, super stoked. Okay, if anyone orders, you have to tell us all about your order. Because I just need to know what the best choice is. And the first person, obviously, makes the best choice. So.
Always.
Always. I love all of the celebration emojis. I have a Dorito. I don't think that's a very celebratory emoji. Let's see. What do I have? I don't know. The appropriate emoji. This one. For no reason. Kapow.
No reason whatsoever.
Oh, we have our first backer. Yay! That's wonderful. So stoked. 2 backers. This is really great. We really appreciate you backing our projects.
Really appreciate it because that's how we get this thing to actually get out into the world.
Yeah, because Scott has too many ideas and he needs your help to make them happen.
Yeah, lots and lots of ideas.
So that is fantastic. We've gotten off to a great start. Thanks to you all. We're going to hang out for like 15 more minutes, 10 or 15 more minutes and see what's going on. Should we do a random tarot reading just for fun? I haven't drawn my daily card. I'm going to draw my daily card for myself.
You jump in there. I just need to make a couple of posts, but I will be here.
You do that. Let's see. Who wants to come out of the deck to harass me today? It is the 2 of Wands in reverse. I don't know how I feel about that. The 2 of Wands in reverse. Indecisiveness. Fear of the unknown. Yeah. I fear the unknown.
I think that's actually
related to my flight today. I don't like flying and I have to go. So.
Oh, you don't like flying?
I just don't like people. There's a lot of people in a tiny tube.
Oh my god.
I love people. I just don't love that many strangers surrounding me. Number 3 backer. Yay, global peace. Thank you so much. Oh, you got to play test at ENC? Awesome. Yeah, if any of you ever show up here at a convention or a place that we're at, we're usually running games and you can just get a taste of things before they're even released a lot of the times, which is pretty fun. Okay. 2 of Wands. My deck seems sassy today. Would anyone else like a daily card. We'll see
Uh,
what
I,
you
I think
get.
I think I'd go get my deck because your deck seems to be like not.
Mm.
Hold on one
She's
second. Let me
usually
just.
sassy. Let's see. We're gonna do one more. I'm gonna see what this says. What deck are you using?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Hold on one second. I just
you still
finished
gotta pick
posting.
it out.
Yeah, I have a lot. I have a problem. I have a lot of decks.
It's not a problem.
I have
It's fine.
so many.
So, also worth mentioning, we do have tarot decks in our store. If you need more, if you need one, if you need 20, we won't judge you. They're there.
I can't judge. I own like 30. I just have to,
I
All
have
right, so
the tattoo tarot out today.
I'm using the chromatic tarot deck. Let's see what I can
Lovely.
get here. And all right, what do we get here? I have. Oh wow! I drew the Wheel of Fortune. Hopefully that's a good
Ooh,
thing.
wonderful.
And I drew it right side up of all things.
Nice.
Very, very nice. By the way, for anybody who's looked, this deck is gorgeous. I got it for the holidays in December.
As a gift to yourself.
No, no, no. People brought it for me. People know I'm obsessed with tarot cards, so I'm kind of easy to buy for it, and well, for lots of things. But yeah, tarot cards is definitely one of them.
Hmm. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh my goodness. I got the Emperor for my second card. I was thinking about the game and how is this game gonna go.
So the Empress is
So
a good card.
yeah, that's a good card for that.
Mhm.
Nurturing and abundance. We like that. We like
Yes, we.
nurturing. We like abundance. Abundance in moderation. Abundance safely. Depending on what kind of abundance you're talking about. We have 6 backers. This is so wonderful. All right, look at that. Publishing Goblins Confluence is also underway.
Mhm.
Looking so good.
Yeah, that game looks like a lot of fun, and I'm really excited for the adventure.
You know, I'm quite glad that I work for Erie now because I don't have to give you all my money anymore. Because all the projects, back all the things.
Oh,
Oh, Azig, I know the Backerkit login can sometimes be a messy process.
wait, who's talking?
There's only 16.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
ah. Were you checking in on them?
No, I was going to back their project too, but as
Mm,
soon as I clicked on it, I went boom.
yes, I'm gonna back that as soon as we're done here. Azig, what type of person are you? Are you a physical media person? Are you a PDF person? I have to have things, shiny little trinkets to add to my collection. We have PDF options. Love it. They're gorgeous. Fully functional, full of art. Has everything the book has. except for a physical existence in your hands. I think what I love most about tarot and any kind of independent game is the artwork that comes with it.
Oh, the
That's
artwork, yeah.
my favorite part. And our artist, Optimus
Mm.
Procrastinus, is amazing. Hannah Rivera,
Oh,
lovely.
Hannah's really, really very, very talented.
Oh, I did not realize that was you. Hello, Deathulu. Yes, yes. You have said you are a physical media person. Love it. Thanks. No, thank you. Hannah has hustled for us over the past few
Um,
days, especially considering the collaboration that we started with Confluence, which we have managed to pull together in like 3 weeks. So,
yeah, that was I was worried about that, but it actually went pretty smoothly, I have to say.
yeah. I am looking forward to taking a deep breath, though, now that we are here at launch. We're going to share our beautiful creation with the world,
Mhm.
but not have to panic about it.
Yep.
Who needs sleep, anyways? Apparently, not me. Not me.
Well, I got back from the con and had like no sleep, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep early. And then last night I went to bed at like midnight.
Seven, I love that for you. Seven was the seventh backer.
Oh, that's funny. That's well timed.
Beautiful.
Uh,
That is great. Seven, how is it going for you over at Confluence? Yes, congrats to you also. What did the date, Fate, and Reaper expansion bring to the table, Scott?
Wait, what was that?
What do the Fates and Reaper expansions bring to the table? That's a good
So,
question.
so in Fatebound, you are actually training to be fates, and though, as I've mentioned previously, fates are the witches who hunt down renegade witches and those who violate. So in the Fate supplement, you get to play full-blown fates and go out and track down renegade witches and bring them to justice and everything associated with that. Excuse me. What reapers are witches that go out into the mundane world and find firstborn witches who are just discovering their magic. And they kind of help them learn how to be witches and help them integrate into witch society. So in the Reaper supplement, you get to play Reapers and do good in the world. Kind of like witch social workers, I guess.
I think the Reapers would be so much fun to play, encountering
Mhm.
a bunch of obstinate and confused teenagers who don't know what's
Then,
going on with their life.
and then trying to, forget it doesn't always go smoothly.
Absolutely not.
Hmm. Reapers, I think Reapers are a lot of fun.
Sold. Great. We're glad that you like the concept.
Mm. So I also love the cover that Hannah did for Reapers. I think that's just beautiful, the artwork she did.
I agree. I
Mm.
love all of Hannah's artwork, but yes, that is
Oh, yeah,
particularly
that,
cute.
we can love some a little bit more than others.
I like the spell failure image is probably
Oh,
my favorite one. It is available as an art print because I demanded it. This one has to be an art print. I love it.
it must happen.
It must happen.
Mm.
Amazing. Well, thank you all for joining us. It has
Mhm.
been making your head too big. Okay, well, as long as you are willing to work with us, it can get as big as it wants. Because we love having your work in our products.
Yep.
This
Mm.
has been the Fatebound launch party.
It's been very,
Thank
really
you all for
fun.
coming. You had a lot of good questions. And we're so excited to get this done and get this out so everyone else can enjoy it as much as we do. Any last words for the beasties?
I'm just very, very excited by this, and we're off to a good start, and it's going to be a fun day. And getting this out is
Yay!
going to be a lot. And thank you for everyone who's already backed, because that helps a lot.
Our first 9, possibly 10 backers. Amazing. We appreciate you so much, favorites, besties. Congrats. Thank you, Azig. And thank you everyone for tuning in for the chat. If you have any questions, I will drop very quickly a Discord link for anyone who wanted to join our Discord because
Yep.
we are chronically online, almost
Mhm.
always available.
And we're always looking for players to jump in too. And of course, we're open to asking questions.
Absolutely. Sorry, I kicked us out of our chat screens to post the link. But there is our Discord link if anyone wants to join, if anyone has questions. When the game physically gets to you, if you have gameplay questions, we're also available. We love to answer any queries you may have and talk about tarot, any ideas for that also. So thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to have a great launch day. Thanks to you all for being so supportive and wonderful. So grab a copy of Fatebound, grab a copy of Confluence, and we're going to have a super fun October, November with you.
Talk to everyone soon. Thank you again.
Bye bye.